Hello there. So, I'm doing my final shift. In between calls, gets a quiet spot. Just me, guy was on a shift with at this point. Now he knew all about these people, all about them. He'd been there a long time. And he did recount some great stories to me and gave me some good advice. One of the best bits of advice he gave me originally was, you won't win against these people. So many have tried. They've covered it up. Works at a very high level. And I did say to him, and I said at the beginning of these videos, yeah, you're right, I won't. But what I will do is expose them to the outside world. That's what I will do. So, computer's on, and I thought, I won't do no big splurge of words. I'll just stick to the truth like I always have. And I just wrote to the director, as of from today, date, I resign from Samaritans of Liverpool and Merseyside. I said, please do not contact me, because your insincerity and rhetoric would deeply offend me. Put it in an envelope, put it in a pigeonhole, waited for my shift to end. About half an hour before it was due to end, guess what happens? Young D from the training team pops in the duty room under the pretence of putting an overnight down. Now you know why the other fellow was texting. He texted C, and C had sent a scurrying little rat D down just to see me off. And the nerve of that kid, he actually came in after doing what he'd done. Now, in a normal world outside, I would have fucking knocked him clean out. But I refrained from that. I just looked at the letter on the screen before I printed it. He said a few words to the other guy. They went outside to talk for about half an hour. And when the other guy came in, he said, D said, tell you sorry that you're going. And I just thought, I fucking bet he is. As he left the building, he was nearly stumbling to run. Phone was out of his pocket, in his hand, up to his ear. And you knew he was on the phone to see. So the shift was coming to an end. Lisa, who was on lead, rings to talk to you before the shift ends. The leader was the rota person this day. I was doing something else, get my stuff together, and the other guy said, she wants a word with you. I said, fuck off. He said, I'm leaving. I want to have a word with her. Tell her what you like, I'm going. Shift comes to an end. Next shift comes on. Goodbyes were said. Heads were hung low. Embarrassment on their faces, because they knew they were gutless. They knew what they were watching walk out that building. I just said to them, stood up like a man, told the truth. That's the repayment. I won't be the first, not the first, and I won't be the last of the good ones to go from here. Bear that in mind. Gave the guy I was on the shift with, who I really did like, big hug. He was gutted. I said, do the right thing, man. Walked out, got in my car. As I'm making my way home, my mobile goes. This is how petty these people are. Wrote a lady. I wanted to talk to you at the end of the shift. Why didn't you answer me? I just said, there's no point really. I've resigned. And her voice rose to this strange pitch, like, what? Bit of acting there, by me. Right down me ear. And I just said, I'm going now. Cut the phone off. And that was it. Now, since all that's gone on, I found out that the person that the other director had brought in, who was supposed to be taking over the prisons, because he was connected to me, I knew that would never ever happen. But they were leading us to believe it would happen. But it wouldn't. And it didn't. I found out later. She lasted a while longer. I had a furious row with the stand-in director. Wrote a big letter saying how un-Samaritan like they'd been. Basically stuff that I'd said. Thought they were awful. She resigned. There's another good person go. So, must be sitting there pretty. Oh, there's a thing I meant to tell you. This is just shows you the extent. Before I actually left the building, as Elvis said, I went in the kitchen, washed my cup, here on the board in the kitchen, up there. Guess who was moving? Up on the board for a position on the committee proposed by the rota person. And who was it? But see, she was already making her move to distance herself. Now, I don't know now, years gone by, almost to be a year this summer, whether she is on the committee. I don't know. Well, as Bob Dylan said, it's an illusion to me now. I don't know what they're doing with their lives. But that's the aftermath. Now, I haven't said everything. A lot of more little things, bad things happened along the way, but it was just too willy-nilly to mention everything. But what I have said, this is the difference. No matter what you hear, if you're in that branch and you're a new volunteer, and you're hearing, obviously, like we all did, the spiel from these people. If you get directed to these videos and watch them, I promise you, my word, as an honest man, mine is the true version. And I want people to know that. It's finished now, but it's going to stay there for everyone to see. Life moves on. But if you do have any information as to did they go in the end, have they still got the positions? I mean, I've had a few phone calls from people telling me that Mr. T was going to go at Christmas. Whether he's still there, I don't know. All I will say though is, it was a great branch that. Loved my time there. And I loved the people I met, which was the majority of Samaritans in there, committed to the cause. It's just what's wrong is the people that are running everything. They're deceiving you. But you know, be there for the callers. And to the selected group of DDs that have pilloried throughout this, you deserve everything you got. You're phony, you're cheap, you're liars, and you deceive. You know what you did. And to all those who stood by and watched it, fuck you. They've got no class no voice, no morals. And to the ones who just volunteer down there and get on with it, get stronger. Shut these people out and run that branch the way it should be run. Has great possibilities. Thanks for watching. It's going to be here all the time. They shut it down in the branch, but they won't shut it down here. Shoot out now. Thanks for listening. See you around.